Manual exposure mode is important to underwater photographers, and on most Sony mirrorless cameras, the front dial is used to change the aperture, and the rear dial control is used to change the shutter speed. But there are a few reasons you may want to change that. One reason is to put controls that you use a lot next to each other. Sometimes when shooting video, it's faster to assign aperture and ISO to adjacent controls on your housing so that you can quickly go back and forth between the two. Another reason to change is if your housing doesn't access the front dial control. For example, this affects our 200 DLM housings for the Sony a6700, a7C II, and a7C-R cameras. But these housings do access the other dial controls, which can be repurposed to accomplish the same thing. In the camera's menu, go to the Setup menu, Operation Customize, Custom Key Dial Settings. You'll see that there's a menu option for stills, one for video, and one for playback. So you can have a different configuration for each one of these. When shooting stills, I'll prioritize aperture and shutter speed, and when shooting video, I'll prioritize aperture and ISO. If you want to, you can also use the check mark next to Separate M mode and other modes to isolate the dial change to only the camera's manual exposure mode. Choose your priority and set them to one of the rear dials or control wheel. But it gets even better because Sony allows you to register up to 3 different combinations using My Dial Settings. Go to the Setup menu, Dial Customize, My Dial Settings, and set your combinations. Then go to the Setup menu, Operation Customize, Custom Key Dial Set. Select the key that you want to use to recall My Dial, for example, the C1 or C2 button. If you have multiple combinations, you can use the setting My Dial 1, 2, 3, and the camera will toggle through each combination as you continue to press the custom button. For example, you could have your default be for topside shooting, dial 1 be for underwater stills, and dial 2 be for underwater video. Then just toggle between the 3 depending on the situation. Small tweaks to your camera settings can make major improvements to your underwater workflow, and if you have any questions on setting up your housing, you can shoot us an email at ikelite@ikelite.com.